Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Chris. Right now, as we're in the situation that we're in, I think it can be easy to feel like this has never happened to anyone before. And we're in a unique situation that, no one's ever bounced back from. And, may think like, how is the church going to adapt and move forward in the future with such a unique situation that's never happened before? The truth is, this has happened before. In fact, I just came across yesterday a really interesting little snippet from, I believe it was a Christian newspaper of some kind, and this was in 1918. It mentions that in Springfield, the churches were closed due to the scourge of Spanish influenza. So, and they encouraged everyone to devote additional time to prayer for our missionaries and that kind of thing. So they even in a world with no internet where they couldn't do online services, found a way to still be the church in light of all of that craziness that was going on. As we can feel alone in all of these times, I think it's important to look at some of these history things. We look at the early church having to have gone like underground kind of thing. There's still places in the world today where church is underground, whether figuratively or literally. And there's a lot of people who don't have the freedom to go to a church service even under normal circumstances, and periods in history where that just simply wasn't an option. And yet the church survived and in a lot of cases thrived. We see the expansion of the church through the missionary efforts of Paul and other apostles in a time when Christianity was really not looked upon favorably. Most of the early apostles were, at least tradition supposes that most of them were martyred for their faith. And so when you put those things in perspective, we're actually in quite a good situation compared to any of that. And in fact, for a lot of people, like I say, around the world right now, who wouldn't be able to meet publicly regardless of coronavirus or not. This is something to let us know the importance to be praying for those people, the importance to be praying for the church in nations where they can't publicly worship. So I would just really encourage you to know that you're not alone in all of this. That these things have happened before and the church has not just survived but also thrived. But to also know that God is with you in all of this. He is as ever present as he was before, and he's as close as the mention of his name. And also to remember our brothers and sisters in countries and contexts where that public form of worship is not an option, even without a virus. Anyways, that's my encouragement and challenge to you today. Have a great day. God bless.